Hi everybody, Indy here. This is a Time Ghost and World War II in real-time public service announcement. Both of them so I don't have to do a separate video for each channel. I figure I could just tell you exactly the same information. And if one of you is not subscribed to the other channel, and vice versa, you should go and fix that. Anyhow, you might notice I look a little bit under the weather. It is because for the past 2.5 weeks I have been sick with COVID-19. And I can tell you from personal experience that it is one of the least pleasant experiences that has ever been my misfortune to have. In spite of the fact that I was very good at isolating, I know exactly who I got it from. I had to meet a business partner of mine to get some papers from him for tax time. And that's the only person I had seen. He came over to my house, and it turned out that he had been infected 2 days before by someone who turned out to be sick, and he hadn't shown symptoms yet. So 3 days later, that was me. It's been fairly mild compared to what I read on the internet. I mean, I've not been hospitalized. It never went down into my lungs, which is exceptionally good for me, not just because that's when people die, but I'm a high risk group because like 15 years ago, I was told I had a reduced lung capacity. So things like colds and flus hit me harder than they hit most other people. So that was a very good thing that didn't happen. But it was bad enough without that. And it is not the flu. And anybody that thinks, oh, it's just the flu, man, it's not the flu. I had pneumonia last year, and I had it really, really bad. And this is way worse than pneumonia. But anyhow, I'm doing this partly to tell you guys that, since I figure egotistically that you would be interested in hearing what's going on in our lives and how it affects our work. And how does this affect our work? Well, it doesn't affect Time Ghost or World War II in real time very much. When I was down in Bavaria and when I was trapped there for a few weeks in March, we shot a lot of extra stuff. So we fortunately had filmed up to the point where even with me not being able to be there because of this and also because of travel restrictions, we're okay. And I've been symptom free long enough now that I'm probably not contagious now, but I'm still going to give it another week or so before leaving the house, just because I really don't want to give this to anybody else because it's that horrible. But sometime by the middle of next week, I should be able to go down to Bavaria so we can do some more filming. So we're not gonna miss any weeks on World War II. And after the Indonesian War of Independence is finished, the reshot and re-edited Cuba Crisis will come out. So that's gonna happen. There is one little change on Sabaton History. For those of you who are Sabaton History fans, Sparty is going to have to host an episode, because since I can't have anyone into my place and I can't leave my place, I can't properly light and film the history parts of an episode. So for Night Witches Part 2, which comes out next week, Sparty is going to host that, and he will be interviewing Per over the internet for that. But then after that, that will be back to me hosting that, because again, if I can go down to Germany middle of next week, then we'll be able to shoot more Sabaton Histories. So that was about it. Everything else is proceeding as normal. I am not dying so far, and since the last few days I've been feeling a lot better, it seems likely that it's not going to migrate to my lungs. Today I haven't really been feeling it in the background at all. That's the worst thing, because even though, my symptoms, and you get weird symptoms, man. I mean, every day it'll be a completely different symptom. My symptoms have essentially all been gone for about a week now. But there's still that feeling in the background. It sort of feels like somebody's replaced your blood with oil, and it's just your whole body feels really unnatural and creepy. It's just really, really awful, awful feeling. But you don't have to worry about me at the moment, since I'm not sick enough for hospital, not sick enough for dying, and I feel a lot better than I have before. I'm aware that people have gotten second waves of this, but usually that happens a lot earlier than this, because I was infected nearly 3 weeks ago. Okay, well, that was Time Ghost public announcement Time Ghost World War II in real time public announcement for today. And any of you others out there who have this, I hope that you're coping with it well, and I hope you have people that do your shopping for you. Like friends of mine have been bringing over stuff and leaving it by the door. Yeah, and everybody else, you guys stay safe, because you really don't want this. But if you do get it, well, we're all on your side. You know that. Okay? See you soon.